skirt, skirt.
A piece of clothing for women and girls that hangs from the waist and does not have legs.
So I quickly designed a skirt on my computer and I loaded the file on the printer. So I quickly designed a skirt on my computer and I loaded the file on the printer.
So I quickly designed a skirt on my computer, and I loaded the file on the printer.
So I quickly designed a skirt on my computer and I loaded the file on the printer. So I quickly designed a skirt on my computer and I loaded the file on the printer.
Their skirt was too short. Their smile was too wide. Their breath smelled of alcohol. Their skirt was too short. Their smile was too wide. Their breath smelled of alcohol.
Their skirt was too short, their smile was too wide, their breath smelled of alcohol.
Their skirt was too short. Their smile was too wide. Their breath smelled of alcohol. Their skirt was too short. Their smile was too wide. Their breath smelled of alcohol.
Well, I wore a skirt today for you guys, so you can check for yourselves. Well, I wore a skirt today for you guys, so you can check for yourselves.
Well, I wore a skirt today for you guys so you can check for yourselves.
Well, I wore a skirt today for you guys, so you can check for yourselves. Well, I wore a skirt today for you guys, so you can check for yourselves.
Course, course.
A set of classes or a plan of study on a particular subject, usually leading to an exam or qualification.
You know, you have to take a course. You know, you have to take a course.
You know, you have to take a course.
You know, you have to take a course. You know, you have to take a course.
National Geographic will be helping us with education and, of course, exploration. National Geographic will be helping us with education and, of course, exploration.
National Geographic will be helping us with education and, of course, exploration.
National Geographic will be helping us with education and, of course, exploration. National Geographic will be helping us with education and, of course, exploration.
Design, design.
To make or draw plans for something, for example clothes or buildings.
Everyone I had designed was white. Everyone I had designed was white.
Everyone I had designed was white.
Everyone I had designed was white. Everyone I had designed was white.
And every city has its own design. And every city has its own design.
And every city has its own design.
And every city has its own design. And every city has its own design.
And we ask people to do some design. And we ask people to do some design.
And we ask people to do some design.
And we ask people to do some design. And we ask people to do some design.
However, however.
In whatever way.
You, however, have had the love of a woman for 4 years. You, however, have had the love of a woman for 4 years.
You, however, have had the love of a woman for 4 years.
You, however, have had the love of a woman for 4 years. You, however, have had the love of a woman for 4 years.
However, could be really bad for business. However, could be really bad for business.
However, could be really bad for business.
However, could be really bad for business. However, could be really bad for business.
However, one thing has not changed. However, one thing has not changed.
However, one thing has not changed.
However, one thing has not changed. However, one thing has not changed.
Break, break.
To destroy or end something, or to come to an end.
You're breaking the fourth wall! You're breaking the fourth wall!
You're breaking the fourth wall.
You're breaking the fourth wall! You're breaking the fourth wall!
Why do you want to break up with her? Why do you want to break up with her?
Why do you want to break up with her?
Why do you want to break up with her?
Why do you want to break up with her?
Yeah, well, it was, but I broke a cup. Yeah, well, it was, but I broke a cup.
Well, it was, but I broke a cup.
Yeah, well, it was, but I broke a cup. Yeah, well, it was, but I broke a cup.
Visit. Visit.
An occasion when you visit a place or person.
When I was a little girl, I would visit my grandparents every summer. When I was a little girl, I would visit my grandparents every summer.
When I was a little girl, I would visit my grandparents every summer.
When I was a little girl, I would visit my grandparents every summer. When I was a little girl, I would visit my grandparents every summer.
I visit her every other day. I visit her every other day.
I visit her every other day.
I visit her every other day. I visit her every other day.
What places would you visit? What places would you visit?
What places would you visit?
What places would you visit? What places would you visit?
Description. Description.
Something that tells you what something or someone is like.
Here we have the description of the order of nature. Here we have the description of the order of nature.
Here we have the description of the order of nature.
Here we have the description of the order of nature. Here we have the description of the order of nature.
Well, I have my job description here, which I will read to you. Well, I have my job description here, which I will read to you.
Well, I have my job description here, which I will read to you.
Well, I have my job description here, which I will read to you. Well, I have my job description here, which I will read to you.
Check out the link in the description below for the results. Check out the link in the description below for the results.
Check out the link in the description below for the results.
Check out the link in the description below for the results. Check out the link in the description below for the results.
House. House.
A building that people, usually one family, live in.
Yesterday, I had 3 open houses. Yesterday, I had 3 open houses.
Yesterday, I had 3 open houses.
Yesterday, I had 3 open houses. Yesterday, I had 3 open houses.
We the children had gathered at a friend's house, and we the children had gathered at a friend's house, and
we the children had gathered at a friend's house.
We the children had gathered at a friend's house, and we the children had gathered at a friend's house, and
When I think back of all the food we've wasted in this house. When I think back of all the food we've wasted in this house.
When I think back on all the food we've wasted in this house.
When I think back of all the food we've wasted in this house. When I think back of all the food we've wasted in this house.
Buy. Buy.
To get something by paying money for it.
Nice try, but I'm not buying what you're selling. Nice try, but I'm not buying what you're selling.
Nice try, but I'm not buying what you're selling.
Nice try, but I'm not buying what you're selling. Nice try, but I'm not buying what you're selling.
Come on, I'll buy everyone a beer. Come on, I'll buy everyone a beer.
Come on, I'll buy everyone a beer.
Come on, I'll buy everyone a beer. Come on, I'll buy everyone a beer.
What else did you buy? Oh, what else did you buy? Oh,
what else did you buy?
What else did you buy? Oh, what else did you buy? Oh,
period. Period.
A length of time.
She was going through a depressed period. She was going through a depressed period.
She was going through a depressed period.
She was going through a depressed period. She was going through a depressed period.
It was back in a disgusting period known as the early 80s. It was back in a disgusting period known as the early 80s.
It was back in a disgusting period known as the early 80s.
It was back in a disgusting period known as the early 80s. It was back in a disgusting period known as the early 80s.
By the way, I think you're about to start your period.
By the way, I think you're about to start your period.
By the way, I think you're about to start your period.
By the way, I think you're about to start your period. By the way, I think you're about to start your period.
60. 60.
The number 60.
60 is out of question. 60 is out of question.
60 is out of question.
60 is out of question. 60 is out of question.
60, in fact. 60, in fact.
60, in fact.
60, in fact. 60, in fact.
60 days, every step away from the safety of land across a frozen ocean. 60 days, every step away from the safety of land across a frozen ocean.
60 days, every step away from the safety of land across a frozen ocean.
60 days, every step away from the safety of land across a frozen ocean. 60 days, every step away from the safety of land across a frozen ocean.
Number. Number.
A unit that forms part of the system of counting and calculating.
I'm not giving you quantities of the numbers, I'm giving you the numbers. I'm not giving you quantities of the numbers, I'm giving you the numbers.
I'm not giving you quantities of the numbers, I'm giving you the numbers.
I'm not giving you quantities of the numbers, I'm giving you the numbers. I'm not giving you quantities of the numbers, I'm giving you the numbers.
So during a 2-hour race, each car will be sending 750 million numbers. So during a 2-hour race, each car will be sending 750 million numbers.
So during a 2-hour race, each car will be sending 750 million numbers.
So during a 2-hour race, each car will be sending 750 million numbers. So during a 2-hour race, each car will be sending 750 million numbers.
So up until now, I've been talking to you about really large numbers. So up until now, I've been talking to you about really large numbers.
So, up until now, I've been talking to you about really large numbers.
So up until now, I've been talking to you about really large numbers. So up until now, I've been talking to you about really large numbers.
Born. Born.
To come out of a mother's body and start to exist.
Well, I guess it must have been the day after you were born. Well, I guess it must have been the day after you were born.
Well, I guess it must have been the day after you were born.
Well, I guess it must have been the day after you were born. Well, I guess it must have been the day after you were born.
Some people are just born for this. Some people are just born for this.
Some people are just born for this.
Some people are just born for this. Some people are just born for this.
When I was born, my mummy dunked me in a barrel of sugar. When I was born, my mummy dunked me in a barrel of sugar.
When I was born, my mommy dunked me in a barrel of sugar.
When I was born, my mummy dunked me in a barrel of sugar. When I was born, my mummy dunked me in a barrel of sugar.
Sorry. Sorry.
Used when apologizing for something.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry. And I'm sorry.
Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late.
Sorry I'm late.
Sorry I'm late. Sorry I'm late.
Moment. Moment.
A very short period of time.
The moment they had been waiting for came on March 15th. The moment they had been waiting for came on March 15th.
The moment they had been waiting for came on March 15th.
The moment they had been waiting for came on March 15th. The moment they had been waiting for came on March 15th.
The moment has arrived at last. The moment has arrived at last.
The moment has arrived at last.
The moment has arrived at last. The moment has arrived at last.
By the time I managed to open my eyes, I documented this moment. By the time I managed to open my eyes, I documented this moment.
By the time I managed to open my eyes, I had documented this moment.
By the time I managed to open my eyes, I documented this moment. By the time I managed to open my eyes, I documented this moment.
computer, computer,
An electronic machine that is used for storing, organizing, and finding words, numbers, and pictures, for doing calculations.
Final story, we also built a computer. Final story, we also built a computer.
Final story, we also built a computer.
Final story, we also built a computer. Final story, we also built a computer.
It was the world's first popular computer. And it was the world's first popular computer. And
It was the world's first popular computer.
it was the world's first popular computer. And it was the world's first popular computer. And
Is it the computer? Is it the computer?
Is it the computer?
Is it the computer? Is it the computer?
Photograph. Photograph.
A picture produced using a camera.
This is a photograph of a house and a driver and a car near my own home. This is a photograph of a house and a driver and a car near my own home.
This is a photograph of a house and a driver and a car near my own home.
This is a photograph of a house and a driver and a car near my own home. This is a photograph of a house and a driver and a car near my own home.
18 years ago, I saw a photograph in the paper. 18 years ago, I saw a photograph in the paper.
18 years ago, I saw a photograph in the paper.
18 years ago, I saw a photograph in the paper. 18 years ago, I saw a photograph in the paper.
I want to tell you a little bit about this photograph. I want to tell you a little bit about this photograph.
I want to tell you a little bit about this photograph.
I want to tell you a little bit about this photograph. I want to tell you a little bit about this photograph.
camera, camera,
A device for taking photographs or making films or television programs.
They've been finding photos and photo albums and cameras and SD cards. They've been finding photos and photo albums and cameras and SD cards.
They'd been finding photos and photo albums and cameras and SD cards.
They've been finding photos and photo albums and cameras and SD cards. They've been finding photos and photo albums and cameras and SD cards.
What if the camera hadn't been rolling during the first moon landing? What if the camera hadn't been rolling during the first moon landing?
What if the camera hadn't been rolling during the first moon landing?
What if the camera hadn't been rolling during the first moon landing? What if the camera hadn't been rolling during the first moon landing?
Oh, one of their buttons is actually a camera. Oh, one of their buttons is actually a camera.
Oh, one of their buttons is actually a camera.
Oh, one of their buttons is actually a camera. Oh, one of their buttons is actually a camera.
Ball. Ball.
Any object in the shape of a sphere, especially one used as a toy by children or in various sports such as tennis and football.
Only instead of a standard ball, you'll be playing with a giant electron. Only instead of a standard ball, you'll be playing with a giant electron.
Only instead of a standard ball, you'll be playing with a giant electron.
Only instead of a standard ball, you'll be playing with a giant electron. Only instead of a standard ball, you'll be playing with a giant electron.
The ball is dropping. The ball is dropping.
The ball is dropping.
The ball is dropping. The ball is dropping.
Hey, honey, I'm sorry we missed your ball game. Hey, honey, I'm sorry we missed your ball game.
Hey, honey, I'm sorry we missed your ball game.
Hey, honey, I'm sorry we missed your ball game. Hey, honey, I'm sorry we missed your ball game.
Classroom. Classroom.
A room in a school or college where groups of students are taught.
Mrs. Pritchett, respect the classroom. Mrs. Pritchett, respect the classroom.
Mrs. Pritchett, respect the classroom.
Mrs. Pritchett, respect the classroom. Mrs. Pritchett, respect the classroom.
The first word we learn in a classroom. The first word we learn in a classroom.
The first word we learn in a classroom.
The first word we learn in a classroom. The first word we learn in a classroom.
And always there are some trees in the classroom. And always there are some trees in the classroom.
And there are always some trees in the classroom.
And always there are some trees in the classroom. And always there are some trees in the classroom.
Dress. Dress.
To put clothes on yourself or someone else, especially a child.
They want the parents to go dress up too? They want the parents to go dress up too?
They want the parents to go dress up, too.
They want the parents to go dress up too? They want the parents to go dress up too?
And where are you going dressed so nice? And where are you going dressed so nice?
And where are you going, dressed so nice?
And where are you going dressed so nice? And where are you going dressed so nice?
It always takes him so long to get dressed. It always takes him so long to get dressed.
It always takes him so long to get dressed.
It always takes him so long to get dressed. It always takes him so long to get dressed.
Town. Town.
A place where people live and work, containing many houses, shops, places of work, places of entertainment, etc., and usually larger than a village but smaller than a city.
All right, someone's coming to town. All right, someone's coming to town.
All right, someone's coming to town.
All right, someone's coming to town. All right, someone's coming to town.
Gregory had been living on the streets, drifting from town to town for over 30 years. Gregory had been living on the streets, drifting from town to town for over 30 years.
Gregory had been living on the streets, drifting from town to town for over 30 years.
Gregory had been living on the streets, drifting from town to town for over 30 years. Gregory had been living on the streets, drifting from town to town for over 30 years.
It's the best view in town. It's the best view in town.
It's the best view in town.
It's the best view in town. It's the best view in town.
White. White.
Of a color like that of snow, milk, or bone.
We had been using the white bag. We had been using the white bag.
We had been using the white bag.
We had been using the white bag. We had been using the white bag.
Right, we're not eating white stuff. Right, we're not eating white stuff.
We're not eating white stuff.
Right, we're not eating white stuff. Right, we're not eating white stuff.
A single white girl in the city working at a magazine. A single white girl in the city working at a magazine.
A single white girl in the city working at a magazine.
A single white girl in the city working at a magazine. A single white girl in the city working at a magazine.
Star. Star.
A very famous, successful, and important person, especially a performer such as a musician, actor, or sports player.
I feel like a movie star. I feel like a movie star.
I feel like a movie star.
I feel like a movie star. I feel like a movie star.
Who's a star? Who's a star?
Who's the star?
Who's a star? Who's a star?
Guess there are a few stars in the sky tonight. Guess there are a few stars in the sky tonight.
Guess there are a few stars in the sky tonight.
Guess there are a few stars in the sky tonight. Guess there are a few stars in the sky tonight.
Anyone. Anyone.
Any person or any people.
Have you ever seen anyone lose their cool? Oh. Have you ever seen anyone lose their cool? Oh.
Have you ever seen anyone lose their cool?
Have you ever seen anyone lose their cool? Oh. Have you ever seen anyone lose their cool? Oh.
I'm not writing for anyone else. I'm not writing for anyone else.
I'm not writing for anyone else.
I'm not writing for anyone else. I'm not writing for anyone else.
Anyone want to guess the answer? Anyone want to guess the answer?
Anyone want to guess the answer?
Anyone want to guess the answer? Anyone want to guess the answer?